I woke up this morning and went straight to my cell phone, as I always do. I flicked through the gram, and maybe that's actually something I left off our Dark Side of Influencers story. We're literally addicted to our phones. By the way, for this video, my hand is going to be playing the part of my phone. Anyway, I was scrolling away and I decided to check out the news. And I saw something that actually shocked me. Guys, I don't know how to break this to you, but cell phones are causing us to grow horns. No, I don't have any horny jokes at this time, but if you do, please leave them in the comments section down below, but keep it PG. Hello and welcome back to InformOverload. I am your host, Rebecca Felgate, and today we are talking about humans sprouting horns this century. What's going on? Have you woken up in a dream? Before we sprout into this video, why don't you guys let me know if you could have any body mods, what would you go for? I think I'd have like extendable arms. I'm only 5'3" and I can't really reach things like a normal person, so long arms. Also, it'd be great for adding emphasis when I want to wave my hands in the air like I just don't care. And I don't, so long arms would be good. While you're here, why don't you like this video, share it with a friend, check out the links in our description box for our story link and for our IO Instagram. Do it! Alright, horns. Have a look at this X-ray. This image has gone viral and was published in a scientific report by Australian researchers David Shahar, a chiropractor, and Mark Sayers, a professor of biomedics at the University of Sunshine Coast in Queensland. The research seems to suggest that people have begun growing horns from the base of their skulls, claiming that an increase in screen time on your phone is leading to the horns. It's definitely a millennial thing. They think that millennials are now beginning to literally sprout horns because of the amount of time they spend leaning. Again, hand phone. So not only do cell phones make us kind of disconnected from our surroundings and a little bit self-obsessed, we can now add horns to the list of downsides of holdable tech. These horns are said to range anywhere from 1/3 of an inch long to over an inch. So like, we're talking like horn, 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 horn. How many times can I say horn? The 2018 study also says that these bone growths have been turning up most often in people aged 18 to 30, so those of us who have grown up with the internet literally in our hands. Like, maybe I have a secret horn at the back of my head and I don't even know about it. It seems though if you do have one of these growths, officially called external occipital protuberance, then you would be able to feel it with your fingers. I'm not going to say it again, but I'll just say horns one more time. So basically you'd be able to feel them, and if you were bald, you might even be able to see the horns, so you should check. Are you checking? Good. Anyone with a horn, please let me know in the comments section down below. The thought behind the growths is that leaning and looking down so much as we do with our bodies is causing our bodies to change over time. Our grandparents' generation would look like absolute nutters if they were just staring down at the floor all of the time. In history, have humans ever lowered their eyes and their heads so much? I'd say no. Until now, humans have been pretty busy looking around them trying to survive, and now we're like, lol, dank meme. It is estimated that the average American spends just under 4 hours a day on their phones, which is actually mental. If you want to hear more mental things, check out our influencer video coming soon. So we adapt and our bones change, as we know from looking at our much shorter ancestors. It seems that sprouting back horns isn't the only way in which human skeletons could be changing for the future. It seems that our jaws are getting smaller and that young Germans have narrower elbows than ever. We often wonder what humans will look like 100 years into the future. We always imagine ourselves taller and fitter and just better, but maybe we'll be hunched over with back horns. While that actually sounds kind of funny, we don't really need to do any heavy lifting or much grafting anymore. These days a lot of people sit at their desks all day, face screens at night, and hunch over ourselves for the rest of the time. Some people in the science community are skeptical though. They think that the data is not conclusive enough to suggest that the skull spike has any correlation with cell phones. Some think the study is still in hypothesis stage and needs more research, although that being said, the correlation is pretty evident. So, horns! What say you good people of IO? Has anyone started sprouting already? Don't forget to let me know what body mod you would be in the market for in the future. Or maybe you're happy with your body the way you got it, which honestly really is the best way to be, as much as I would enjoy the long arms. Before I go, I want to read some comments from a video I created about the US and Iran having warlike tension. It was an 11-minute long video, which is quite unusual for the channel, and we're hoping that you like these longer forms. Do let me know if you enjoyed it and watched to the end. Mueki said, I don't really really like politics, but you guys made it such an interesting topic for me. Thank you, IO. You're welcome. Honestly, that's why we tried to make it a bit longer, so we can make it interesting and come at it from different angles. Batman Forever 08 said, hi again by the way, they said, yay Rebecca, yay Rebecca, I'm gonna start my Yay Rebecca song. Yay Rebecca. I'm from the United States and I'd love to visit Japan someday. You should visit Japan and make a Yay Rebecca song. It would make me feel really great. Liam Richmond said, wow, IO generally beats my local and national news channels for spilling the tea. Well, slurp slurp baby, let me know if you need any milk or sugar. I honestly literally don't really know what I mean by that, but it sounded like a good thing to say. Okay guys, thank you for watching. It's been quite the adventure, hasn't it? Please do show me you like this video by leaving a thumbs up, share it with a friend, let me know all of your thoughts about horns, and stick around for more interesting news coming to your inbox daily. See you guys soon, bye!